So you all have been so patient with waiting for the finished results of the pantry. Now, this pantry is everything I'd ever dreamed of and then some. I wanted it to be a place where we could have everything organized really neatly and everyone would know where everything is, and it's worked out to be exactly what we dreamed. Now, I do have these plastic bins. This is great for potato chips and crackers, open things like that. Then I have these packet organizers. These are great for oatmeal, tuna fish, Pop-Tarts. And then up here I have ketchup, other condiments. And as we use items, we will be able to swap them out, move things around. As you can see, I have a lot of pasta, but there was a really great sale and I had coupons, so we took advantage. So as we're using pasta, we'll be able to move more things into their places, and then it won't be 2 shelves of pasta. Anyway, here's another area I really like. I have some storage bags and things like that hidden in the corner. And then I have these acrylic step risers for my cans. I have 2 of those. I thought about getting 3, but I think 2 works because we have 2 more over here. They're not acrylic, but we had them from before and I didn't want to not use them. We have a lot of our spices on here. Now we do have a built-in spice rack in the kitchen right beside the stove. So this is a lot of the leftover seasoning that we're not using, or the ones that we don't use all the time, we're going to leave in the pantry. Then I have these airtight containers for the different ingredients I use for baking. If you know me, you know I bake almost every single day, so this was really important for me to have these containers. And I have them labeled with chalk labels, so that works really nicely. There is one that I'm going to use for cornmeal. I do need to just get the cornmeal and put that in, and then I'll be able to organize it on the shelf. So I have a deep fryer up there, my crock pot, and then the pieces for the blender have different containers that are holding right now cupcake items and cookie cutters and fondant cutters. Then I have some extra oatmeal in the corner. I have another big container for my cupcake items. I have my freezer bag for when we go to the grocery store, and then a little lunch bag. So I have my paper towel here. This is really nice. I bought 2 of these. These were from the Container Store, and they are perfect for just holding like cling wrap and wax paper, so everything's organized. Then I have another clear bin. I have some snacks in this. I have hot chocolate and puddings, and then in this corner I have all my loose teas. I have a lot of loose teas back there. Tivana was having a going out of business sale, so I kind of stocked up on those. Then I have other types of loose tea here that come in bags, so I couldn't put them in a container or they would leak. Then I have my rock sugar here for my loose tea. I have sugar for my Belgian waffles. And then this tray is where I have my Crystal Light mixes. And then in this one, I have teas. So different teas, like we have some little infusers and steepers, and then I have different types of tea in this container. And I actually do need to take the plastic off. I think I started, but I just never finished. But let's see what else. Okay, so on the counter we have our toaster, we have a fruit bowl. So I have this little book here, and I'll use different recipe books from time to time. Then I have one coffee maker set up in here, have hot chocolate on the top and coffee on the bottom, and then a little basket back there with extra coffee. And then I have my bookshelf. So this is for all my cookbooks, and then I do have some candy hidden back there, so Milton can't find the candy. Then down here I have some extra leftover items like rice and vinegar and some bottles of oil that aren't opened yet. Oh, I did want to show you down here what we did with this shelf. We actually lined this shelf because this is where we are putting oil, open bottles of oil. So we didn't want the oil to leak and get on this shelf. So that's why I only lined this shelf. And then in this area, we have these baskets that roll. These actually aren't supposed to roll, but Milton was able to attach some metal something to it. I don't know how he did it, but I mean, I saw him, but I don't know exactly what he did. So this is great for our produce, sweet potatoes, onions, potatoes, apples, things like that. And then this one also rolls out. And then we have more storage here, the blender, that really big skillet that can't fit in the cabinets. And then we'll be able to put our cases of water and sodas. And here are some more appliances. So I have my waffle maker, another piece for my Keurig, my salad spinner, my bread machine, my food processor, my mixer. And then I do have some of my mixer pieces on the top shelf in the pantry. Something else we did was we put 7 outlets in this room. So there's one outlet back there. And then there's another one. So we have 2 and 3. There's one in the corner for 4, 5. And then we have one there, 6. And then there's one behind there. So this is perfect. And the reason why we did that was so that way we could have extra appliances in this space. We could put a crock pot on the counter. We could use the blender in here. We don't have to take everything out of the pantry. So it's literally the perfect space. We did under shelf lights, and then just so you don't see the lights, he put this overhang on the bottom shelf. So on these shelves, these are floating shelves because I don't like brackets and arms on shelves, but in this, on this one, it's not a floating shelf. It's just like the front, like the face. You see the face, but there's nothing underneath. And then that's so you don't see the lights unless you're like looking underneath. And then we have all the lights in this room, and I say all because there are 2. We have them set on a remote, so the top button is for the overhead light, and then the bottom button is for the undershelf lights. So the only thing that I haven't shown you is the pantry door, just because there's a slight problem with it, but I will update you as soon as possible. And then we are going to have something on this wall. This will be something else that I show you. Maybe when I show you the pantry door, I will show you this wall. But I mean, it's not a serious problem with the pantry door. It's just there was a little damage to it and we didn't know. And we had it, we had ordered it a few months ago, and we just put it up and found the damage. So we're going to get that taken care of. It's a very minor thing, but I just don't want to show it on camera right now. But thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for the next project.